TV soap news and spoilers say that in the glimmering world of Hollywood, where the spotlight often drowns out the quieter, more human moments, actress Jen Jacob, best known for her compelling portrayal of Ashley in the hit television series Beyond the Gates, has shared a deeply personal story that resonates with raw emotion and universal truths. On a platform as fleeting as Instagram, Jacob opened her heart to her followers, recounting a tragedy that reshaped her family and a recent moment of joy that reaffirmed the unbreakable bonds of love. Her story, steeped in grief, resilience, and the redemptive power of togetherness, is one that transcends the glitz of her profession and speaks to the core of what it means to be human. In this article, we delve into the depths of Jacob's narrative, exploring the profound loss of her sister, the enduring strength of her family, and a Father's Day surprise that brought tears of joy to her father's eyes, a moment so powerful it could melt even the hardest of hearts. The year was 2007, and the Jacob family was enduring a trial that no one should ever face. Jen's sister, whose name she has kept private out of respect for her memory, had been battling cancer for 7 long years. The disease, relentless and unforgiving, had woven itself into the fabric of their lives, a constant shadow that loomed over every milestone, every holiday, every quiet moment. For 7 years, the family held their breath, hoping against hope that medical advancements, sheer willpower, or perhaps a miracle might turn the tide. But on Father's Day weekend in 2007, the battle ended. Jen's sister slipped away, leaving behind a void that words could scarcely describe. In a poignant Instagram post, Jacob shared the weight of that loss, her words carrying the heaviness of a wound that time can never fully heal. "My sister died after a 7-year battle with cancer on Father's Day weekend in 2007, she wrote, her vulnerability laid bare for the world to see. The timing of the loss was particularly cruel. Father's Day, a day meant for celebration, for honoring the men who guide and protect, became a day of unbearable sorrow for the Jacob family. The holiday, with its barbecues, handwritten cards, and warm embraces, was forever altered, its joy now laced with the bitter sting of absence." At her sister's funeral, Jen recalled a moment that encapsulated the depth of her father's grief. Standing before those gathered to mourn, her father spoke words that Jen would carry with her for years. Being able to perform one last act for his daughter, laying her to rest, was a gift he never wanted, but was grateful for, she recounted. The statement is a testament to the paradox of grief, the unbearable pain of loss intertwined with the gratitude for having had the chance to love so deeply. For Jen's father, the act of laying his daughter to rest was both a final farewell and a sacred duty, a moment where love and loss collided in a way that would shape the years to come. The pain of losing a child is a sorrow that defies comprehension. It is a wound that never fully heals, a fracture in the heart that lingers through every season of life. For parents, the loss of a child is a reversal of the natural order, a shattering of the unspoken promise that their children will outlive them. For Jen's father, the loss of his daughter on Father's Day was a cruel twist of fate, a reminder that life's most precious moments can be stolen in an instant. Yet, in the face of such devastation, the Jacob family chose not to let grief define them. Instead, they clung to one another, finding solace in their shared love and their determination to honor the memory of the sister and daughter they had lost. In the years following their loss, the Jacob family forged a new tradition, one born out of necessity and love. Every Father's Day, they gathered together, a ritual that became a cornerstone of their healing. These gatherings were not merely about marking the holiday but about reaffirming their commitment to one another, to being present in the face of absence. Whether it was a quiet dinner at home, a walk through a park filled with memories, or simply sitting together in shared silence, these moments were a way of saying, "We are still here. We are still a family." Even during the COVID-19 pandemic, when the world seemed to grind to a halt and physical distance became a necessity, the Jacob family found ways to stay connected. "Even during the COVID years, we still found a way to be together," Jen wrote, her words a testament to the resilience of their bond. Perhaps they gathered virtually, faces illuminated by the soft glow of screens, sharing stories and laughter through the pixelated haze of Zoom calls. Or perhaps they found creative ways to meet safely, masked and distanced but no less united. Whatever the method, their commitment to togetherness never wavered, a beacon of light in the darkness of their grief. This tradition of gathering was more than a ritual, it was a lifeline. It was a way to keep their sister's memory alive, to ensure that her laughter, her spirit, her essence remained a part of their lives. Each Father's Day became a tapestry woven with threads of sorrow and joy, a day to mourn what was lost and celebrate what remained. For Jen, these gatherings were a reminder that love endures, that family is a force stronger than even the most profound loss. Jen Jacobs' life, however, is not one of quiet reflection alone. As an actress on Beyond the Gates, she inhabits a world of relentless schedules and high stakes. The show, a sprawling drama that has captivated audiences with its intricate plots and compelling characters, demands a grueling commitment. Filming 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year, leaves little room for personal time, let alone cross-country trips to honor family traditions. The role of Ashley, a character whose complexity has made her a fan favorite, requires Jen to pour her heart and soul into every scene, leaving her physically and emotionally drained. This year, as Father's Day approached, Jen's father faced the possibility that she might not make it home. The demands of the show were unrelenting, and the logistics of travel were daunting. Philadelphia, where her family resides, is a world away from the soundstages of Los Angeles, where Beyond the Gates is filmed. The uncertainty weighed heavily on her father, who had come to cherish their annual gatherings as a sacred touchstone. The thought of an empty seat at the table, of a Father's Day without his daughter, was a quiet ache in his heart, a reminder of the sacrifices that come with a life in the spotlight. Jen, too, felt the weight of the moment. She knew how much these gatherings meant to her father, how they had become a way to navigate the grief that still lingered. The idea of missing Father's Day was unthinkable, yet the realities of her career made it a very real possibility. The tension between her professional obligations and her personal commitments was a tightrope she walked with grace, but not without effort. She longed to be there, to see her father's face, to feel the warmth of his embrace, to share in the quiet strength of their family's love. Then, in what can only be described as a small miracle, the impossible became possible. The production schedule for Beyond the Gates shifted, a rare alignment of circumstances that granted Jen a window to make the journey home. With the go-ahead from the show's producers, she booked a flight to Philadelphia, her heart racing with anticipation. She kept her plans a secret, wanting to surprise her father with her presence. The thought of his reaction, the shock, the joy, the tears, propelled her forward, a beacon of hope in a year that had tested her resolve. When Jen arrived in Philadelphia, the moment was everything she had hoped for and more. She described the scene in her Instagram post with vivid clarity. The surprise on my dad's face was priceless. One can imagine the scene, her father, perhaps sitting in the living room of their family home, surrounded by familiar comforts, unaware that his daughter was just moments away. The doorbell rings, or perhaps Jen slips in quietly, her footsteps soft against the hardwood floor. And then, the moment of revelation, a gasp, a widening of eyes, a smile that breaks through the weight of years. Her father's face, etched with lines of both sorrow and strength, lights up with a joy so pure it seems to radiate from the very core of his being. The video Jen shared captures this moment in all its raw, unfiltered beauty. It is a testament to the power of love, of presence, of showing up when it matters most. In the clip, her father's expression is a symphony of emotions. Disbelief giving way to delight, grief momentarily eclipsed by the warmth of reunion. It is a moment that transcends the screen, reaching out to anyone who has ever loved and lost, anyone who knows the ache of absence and the healing power of togetherness. If this doesn't warm your heart, as Jen so aptly put it, honestly, we don't know what will. Jen's Instagram post concluded with a heartfelt message that extended beyond her own story, reaching out to those who might be grappling with their own grief. Happy Father's Day, she wrote, her words carrying the weight of someone who knows the fragility of life. And to anyone who's grieving today, I'm sending you the biggest hug and love. Loss in any form you're experiencing is heartbreaking. Being with the people we love while they are still here is the meaning of life. These words are more than a sentiment, they are a call to action, a reminder to cherish the moments we have with those we hold dear. Jen's story is a powerful testament to the enduring nature of love, even in the face of unimaginable loss. It is a story of a family that refused to let grief tear them apart, of a daughter who moved heaven and earth to be with her father, of a moment that reminded the world that the simplest acts, showing up, being present, can carry the weight of a lifetime. Her message resonates with a universal truth: life is fleeting, and the time we have with those we love is precious. For those who are grieving, whether on Father's Day or any other day, Jen's words offer solace, a reminder that they are not alone in their pain. Her story is a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is light to be found in the love we share. Jen Jacobs' story is a powerful reminder of the human side of celebrity. Behind the glamour of Beyond the Gates, behind the scripts and the spotlights, is a woman who carries the weight of her family's loss and the strength of their love. Her willingness to share such a personal story with the world is an act of courage, a way of saying that grief, though universal, need not be isolating. By opening her heart, she invites others to do the same, to find healing in connection, to find meaning in the moments that matter most. Her Father's Day surprise is more than a single moment, it is a symbol of resilience, of the ways in which love can triumph over loss. It is a story that reminds us to hold our loved ones close, to make time for the traditions that ground us, to show up when it matters most. For Jen, that moment of seeing her father's face light up was worth every effort, every mile traveled, every obstacle overcome. It was a reminder that the greatest gifts are not found in fame or fortune, but in the quiet, fleeting moments of connection that define our lives. As we reflect on Jen's story, we are reminded of the power of family, of the ways in which love can endure even the greatest of losses. Her words, her actions, her presence on that Father's Day in Philadelphia are a testament to the strength of the human spirit. They are a call to all of us to cherish the time we have, to make the journey home, to show up for those we love. And in doing so, we honor not only those who are still with us but also those whose memory lives on in our hearts. In a world that often feels fragmented and fleeting, Jen Jacobs' story is a reminder of what truly matters. It is a story of loss, yes, but also of love, of resilience, of the unbreakable bonds that hold us together. It is a story that will linger long after the Father's Day celebrations have faded, a story that reminds us to live fully, to love deeply, and to never take a single moment for granted. That we hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.